My Formula One 2016 predictions. Let's start off first by talking about the races that we're going to have in 2016. So, as you can see here, we've got the race weekend of the 18th to the 20th of March. We've got these Australian Grand Prix, and that's back as the first Grand Prix of the season. And then from April 1st to the 3rd, we've got Bahrain. Then the 15th to the 17th of April, we've got the Chinese Grand Prix. And April 29th till the 1st of May, we have the Russian Grand Prix. So we have more or less got non-stop action there in April. And okay, so the next race will be the Spanish Grand Prix on the 13th to the 15th of May. Then going to Monaco on the 26th to the 29th of May. And then Canada from the 10th till the 12th of June. And then the Grand Prix of Europe, which is on the 17th to the 19th. Now, is that going to be in Germany? Baku City. Okay. Where the hell is Baku City? Oh, Azerbaijan. Okay. Interesting. Totally forgot about that. Right, so from Azerbaijan, we then go where the hell is this? Ah, the Red Bull Ring. Yeah, I should have known. Okay, so then we go to Austria on the 1st to the 3rd of July. Then to Silverstone for the British Grand Prix on the 8th till the 10th of July. And then we go to Malaysia. That's not Malaysia. Where is this? Ah, okay. We go to the Hungaroring on the 22nd to the 24th of July. And then we hit Germany on the 29th till the 31st of July. And then from Germany we go to Belgium for the 26th to the 28th of August. Wow, that's a bit of a gap, isn't it? Okay, so then from Belgium we go to the Italian Grand Prix on the 2nd till the 4th of September. And then we hit Singapore on the 16th to the 18th of September. And then we go to Malaysia on the 30th of September till the 2nd of October. From there we will go to Japan, and that will be on the 7th till the 9th of October. And we go to the United States for the 21st till the 23rd of October. And then we go back to Mexico for the second year running, and we are going there on the 28th till the 30th of October. And from Mexico we go to Brazil on the 11th till the 13th of November. And then we finally finish the Grand Prix season at Abu Dhabi on the 25th till the 27th of November. So is a really packed race calendar. Now let's see what the latest news is. Okay, so let's have a look. Has anybody been actually watching the test sessions? I haven't. I'm trying not to get too into it before the season, otherwise there aren't any surprises. As Felipe Massa has tried to allude to, that Mercedes will still be a step ahead of everyone else. Although the Haas racing team do seem to think that they've pointed in the right direction. Let's hope Ferrari are also pointed in the right direction. So my predictions then, let's start off with our predictions by having a look at the drivers. Okay, so the driver lineup for 2016 is Mercedes, Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg. Ferrari, Sebastian Vettel and Kimi Raikkonen. Williams, Valtteri Bottas and Felipe Massa. Red Bull, Daniel Kvyat and Daniel Ricciardo. Force India, Sergio Perez and Nico Hulkenberg. Haas, currently Romain Grosjean. And Esteban Gutierrez. Toro Rosso, Max Verstappen and Carlos Sainz. For Sauber, we've got Felipe Nasser and Marcus Ericsson. For McLaren, we've got Jenson Button and Fernando Alonso. And for Renault, we have Jolyon Palmer and Kevin Magnussen. And for Mana Marussia, we have Pascal Wehrlein and Mana also have Rio Haryanto. Okay, who's this? And who's this? I don't know these guys at all. I don't know if you know anything about how I watch Formula One. I try not to read too much into pre-season, and I like it to be a surprise when I go there for the first time. When I mean I go there, I mean when I watch it for the first time. So let's see who this Pascal guy is. Okay, so he's from Germany. Obviously he has no points in Formula One. Date of birth 1994. Right. Okay, let's see what he's done in the past. Okay, so DTM. Interesting. Now let's see who this Rio guy is. So he's from Indonesia. Wow. Is that our first Indonesian driver? See what he's done in the past. Go-karts at the age of 6. Okay. Australian F3 from the BMW. Okay. British F3. Okay. Interesting. Right, so predictions. I predict Mercedes will be dominant until maybe the fifth or the sixth race. Ferrari seem to look strong towards the end of the season, usually. I don't know if that's going to be the case with them at the moment. I think what's going to happen is that Sebastian is going to be quite strong in the beginning of the season and then towards the end of the season, and he may have a few issues in the middle of the season. Kimi is going to have the similar sort of race um, as he did in last season. I think he's not going to improve. I think he's losing his touch, to be honest with you. And all I can see is Kimi getting frustrated and possibly even leaving the team or the sport before the end of the season. Okay, so we've been seeing Bottas edging away and getting closer and closer to a top 4 finish, even a top 2 finish for the season. I think this year will be his year. He's going to be the standout guy. And Felipe Massa is going to go further back down the grid. Unfortunately, that's where I see him and his career going now. He's one of my favourite drivers, one of my favourite characters, and I wish he could just go back to his former glory, but as you know, with the accident that he had and the head injury, that has put him back quite a bit, and I don't think he's ever recovered from that. Even though the Williams is a really decent car, I don't think it's going to have much impact this year. So Red Bull, more woes for Red Bull. I think they will be trying to capitalize towards the end of the season, but they are going to have a really slow start. Again, Daniel Kvyat is a really good and fast driver, and I think he is going to outshine Daniel Ricciardo again. And Daniel Ricciardo, unfortunately, I think he's in a really comfortable position, and he's going to stay there possibly for the next 2 years. But I don't see him winning any championship in Formula One. So on to Sergio Perez and Nico Hulkenberg. I thought Force India did not sign Nico Hulkenberg for this season. I could be wrong, but that's what I heard on the grapevine. So Sergio Perez, he had a lot of promise. That has been going down further and further. So I'm not too sure what he can provide for this year. And the same with Nico Hulkenberg. Really good driver. Obviously, he's a lot taller than his counterparts, meaning he's heavier. But he still always puts the car in the right place. Sometimes even to the point where it looks like he's going to challenge for some points, some higher points. Okay, so Roman Grosjean. So I think Roman is going to show some really interesting driving. Unfortunately, being with Renault has really killed him. But now that he's with Haas, and we don't know what Haas is going to provide their drivers, excuse me, provide their drivers in terms of the overall package. They seem to think they've got a really strong car, so keep an eye out for Romain Grosjean. And obviously Esteban Gutierrez, he's been a pretty decent driver so far. Obviously he hasn't been in an amazing car, so if this Haas car is anything to shout out about, maybe they can challenge for, let's say, Williams. I think they could probably overtake Williams in the standings. Right, so Toro Rosso and Max Verstappen. I don't know what to say about Toro Rosso, apart from the fact that I don't see them going anywhere. They'll still be in the midfield or lower midfield, and I think that's where they're going to stay for throughout the season. So Sauber with Felipe Nasser and Marcus Ericsson, I think they're going to stay lower midfield as well. Unfortunately, they have been going backwards, and it's not a good sign when Sauber goes backwards, because they tend to stay there for a very long time unless there are some um, really extreme circumstances where they would score a lot of points. Right, so let's move on to Jenson Button and Fernando Alonso. This may be the year Honda make a breakthrough, but I doubt it. Towards the end of the year, I see Jenson Button leaving, possibly either for Haas or for another team that may come in. But Fernando Alonso, I think he may go back to Ferrari. Now, let's see these guys here. Renault, poor Renault. I have no opinion on Renault, I'll be honest with you. I think their management is no good. I think their car is no good. Apart from Kevin Magnussen, I don't think their driver lineup is any good. Manor, unfortunately, bottom of the tables, and they will always stay there, in my opinion. And I think this year they may creep up slightly, get a few decent points. Let's hope the money that they had from last year actually goes into some development and they can make some kind of impact. If they are going to make some kind of impact, I'd probably see them finishing 13th and 14th. Right, so who is going to win the 2016 Formula One Grand Prix season? It's Lewis, Nico, and Sebastian. I doubt there will be any other challenges to that. Possibly Bottas, but again, it all depends on the Williams. So you guys tell me what you think. Do you think it will be a Williams strong year, or will it be a Mercedes strong year or a Ferrari strong year? So let's have a look at the Formula One website on the BBC's news page. I'm just trying to find information about Nico Hulkenberg. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like he is still with Force India.